Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Anime One back here with a new video, and today I'm here to discuss. With the release of JJK Chapter 260, Gege has pretty much fooled everyone into thinking that Gojo is coming back. So just strolling through the theories of Reddit that I found, many theories in Reddit as to how Gojo will come back, why this all makes sense. uh, I saw some couple of comments in my spoiler videos, and they were like, "Bro, just don't be too hopeful because Gojo ain't coming back. Gege is does this not that good of a human being to actually make us happy." So, keeping that in mind, today we're gonna discuss: is Gojo really coming back to Jujutsu Kaisen? So first of all, we're gonna bunk some theories that I saw on Reddit as to why Gojo is gonna come back. First is this is Kenjaku and actually not Gojo. So absolutely, again, doesn't make sense. Utah specifically killed Kenjaku and made sure that he wouldn't get around anywhere near Gojo's body. And Sukuna himself made sure by saying that Uiwi had teleported Gojo's body to Shoko to heal him and whatnot. And I don't think that Kenjaku knows where Shoko is. So let's just be honest, he's not getting Gojo's body anytime soon. So that's the first theory gone. Second theory is Gojo has made a binding vow of some sorts in which he sacrifices his left eye, because it has been foreshadowed many times, Gojo sacrificing his left eye in order to come back to life. Sacrificing one of the six eyes is a huge power decrease, so maybe that could settle out with him coming back and him sacrificing the six eyes. Maybe those two could work together in some sort of way, right? So the thing is, if Gojo is really coming back through a binding vow, why is it happening right now? Let's just say Gojo had made a binding vow that before the battle, if he dies during his battle with Sukuna, that he would come back in the cost of the six eyes. Why is he coming back right now after pretty much everyone is dead? Why couldn't that be instantaneous? A binding vow of some sort should be instantaneous. Suppose Sukuna used the world cutting slash, Gojo is dead, and then the binding one kicks in. Gojo loses his right eye or left eye, and then immediately jumps back into fighting Sukuna. Why is it being so late? It doesn't really make sense, right? And binding well also, again, doesn't really make sense. The third is just Gojo. Gojo somehow was keeping his brain fresh with RCT, just keeping his brain alive, just doing whatever he can to stay alive, and then just going back to Shoko, healing Gojo, so he might be able to do something like that again with Utahime's curse technique buff. Maybe Shoko could have attached Gojo's torso and upper half of his body and making him come back to life. But then again, we saw the Gojo flashback of him going to the afterlife, so is that even really possible? So even that possibility is kind of iffy. Now this one is most likely to be the truth, and that is Sukuna is hallucinating. Now what do I mean by that? Many people in many animes, we have saw this, that when a villain is dying or when anyone is dying, they see the ghost of someone that had a major impact on their life. Now this for Sukuna is Gojo, because Gojo is the alone person that made Sukuna feel nervous in a battle, made him have made him take so many risks that Sukuna really thought, okay, if I'm gonna slip off even for a millisecond, I'm gonna fucking die. Those kind of things, right? Gojo was the first person to actually scare Sukuna a bit. So all of these things, maybe because of that thing, Sukuna has sort of puts Gojo on a really high tier of respect and the person who had the most impact on his life. And if that really is the case, him seeing Gojo in his final moments, is it really too much to say? Because Yuji is sort of, ripping his body in half. But the last thing that I saw, the theories on Reddit, the last one is actually the most likely one. Now, let me explain. It's actually Yuji's ability. We saw that Yuji can mess with someone's brain in some sort of way. He messed with Chojo's brain, planting, false memories of some kind of him being brother with Chozo. He did the same with Todo. And if Yuji is conscious enough of these abilities, maybe if he tries to make himself Sukuna's brother through memory swapping or memory inserting thing, that's not gonna work. Sukuna really doesn't care about anything else. So what could happen, right? Yuji was, Sukuna was like, oh brat, you tear me open as much as you can. I'm about to open my domain and finish you off right here and right now. So Yuji hearing that would be okay. So this guy's about to open his goddamn domain, for God's sake. And if he gets to open his domain, I'm pretty much cooked. So Yuji would be like, okay, so let me do this. Let me make this man hallucinate that Gojo Sensei is back. And then, distract him enough to, maybe Todo or me, anyone can stop him from opening his domain, or Maki or anyone can come and, just stop this man right here. We cannot let him open his domain again. That is more likely to be the case. The Yuji is deliberately, showing Sukuna a vision of Gojo, to scare the living shit out of Sukuna, because in this stage, Sukuna cannot really fight Gojo because, he's kind of severely weakened. And if Gojo really used RCT and came back, it's fair to say that Gojo is almost at full health. Maybe he'll not be able to use his domain expansion, but that is also, a huge red flag, because he probably can use his domain expansion if he's back, and that's pretty much GG's for Sukuna. There's no way in hell that he's defeating Gojo at this point, right? He's too exhausted if Gojo come back. So what can be done? Okay, so Yuji is probably the ones implanting these memories, and if Gojo was really back, don't you think Yuji, Todo, and so many other characters would be distracted even more than fucking Sukuna? In case Gojo is, concealing his cursed energy, sort of blocking it, suppressing it to land a surprise hit on Sukuna, then it's a different topic. But in case he's not doing so, he's just coming out, to fight Sukuna, then Yuji should be able to sense him. Yuji, when his sensory abilities were much weaker, that is in the beginning of Calling games, he was easily able to sense Yuta. So he should be able to sense Gojo as well, since Yuta was a few meters away and Gojo is, just standing right there and there, just ready. So it's pretty much, just saying that Yuji is, Gojo is probably not there, and that's just a vision that he implanted in Sukuna's brain in order to, distract him of not opening his domain expansion. Because honestly, that's the only thing that could actually distract Sukuna, and that is Gojo. So again, the commenter did say the ghost of the strongest. It didn't say the comeback of the strongest or something like that. It said the ghost, particularly, meaning it's probably a ghost. It's not the real thing of Gojo really coming back. Let's just be honest over here. So again, even though I myself am a huge Gojo fan, he's my favorite character in the entire fucking series. I think that Gojo was the main character before he obviously fucking died. He's not coming back. It's about goddamn time that we get over our copium of Gojo dying, guys. It's actually becoming so bad that Gege is trying to mess with us through all this fucking bullshit. Okay, so just saying that Gege Akutami is a sadistic man. He likes to deceive his audience. So that's probably what he's doing right now. In the next chapter, you guys are probably going to see it, what I'm talking about. It's not like I know what's going to happen in the next chapter, but this is probably what's going to happen in the next chapter. Gege is just trolling us. Gojo's not coming back. Accept that fact. And then, if you guys do think that Gojo is coming back, comment down below. And if you think he's not coming back, also comment down below. Comment down your thoughts. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.